The story I'm about to tell you is a story that I've told a countless amount of times, but it's an important one. So it's about June 2022. Y'all know that. June 2022, and I'm at a rock bottom point in my life. I'm talking about, I just went through, I hate using this word, but I don't know what else describes a feeling of depression and someone who cheated on you, but heartbreak. I just got through. That's what I've gone through for the third time in 1 year. And I'm also realizing at the end of the school year, I've just realized or started to process, because I was an overthinker, that no one really likes me. I had like 1 or 2 close friends and that's it. But other than that, no one really liked me. Everyone just found me annoying. I mean, I could see why. Point is, I was really depressed. And today in this video, I'm gonna teach you, if you're feeling depressed, I'm gonna teach you exactly how to get out of that rut that you're feeling. It may have been easier for me because after I've gone through all of this stuff, I was just about to leave for a 3-week vacation to Greece. But it's not about the location. It's about what I did there that made the effect on my mental health. So in this video today, I'm going to teach you step by step what you can do to improve your mental health, regardless if you're depressed, just trying to become happier, or even if you're happy enough, but you've done research about mental health, and even if you're happy, you can still improve it, because mental health doesn't only mean how happy you are. It means how healthy you are mentally. So step 1 is get enough sunlight. I can't stress this enough. Getting sunlight is so important. It provides us with vitamin D, makes our skin brighter. The vitamin D is good for your bones, good for your skin once again, but it is a major stress reliever. When I was in Europe, I think I got at least 4 hours of sunlight per day, and my trophy for that was coming back. Literally, I was black, literally black. Let's not get into the racist comments, but I was black. That was my trophy, but man, did it help. The sun is basically like a natural stress reliever. It decreases cortisol in the brain, lowering stress, increasing testosterone, and if I'm right, increasing your mood. I mean, the sun does, sorry, I should rephrase that. The sun improves your mood 100%, but if I'm correct, lower cortisol, which is your stress hormone, means higher mood. I'm not sure. I think that's how it works scientifically. I'm not a scientist, but I'm let's say 80% sure that's how it works. So yeah, even if I'm not, the sun 100% boosts your mood. I can vouch for that, and so many other people who have gone through the same thing as me can definitely vouch for that as well. The sun is amazing for your mood. If you're watching this and you're depressed and you know you don't get enough sunlight, thinking about it right now, go out in the sun. It's the easiest thing anybody can do. It's the most simple thing. Just go sit outside. I don't care if you're on your phone or not. Just sit out in the sun. It's that simple. Now, step 2 is mindfulness. Mindfulness is an amazing thing. It is basically, simplest term is taking your focus to the present moment and away from other thoughts. That is the simple definition for it. And it can be achieved by going out in nature, or more importantly, meditation. I talk about meditation a lot on my channel, and I also talk about it in real life as well. That's why I'm considered a nerd in school. But meditation is actually such a great thing because it improves your mindfulness. It's just your ability to focus and how calm you are. So when you're increasing your mindfulness, you're increasing your mental health and your cognitive skills, because basically you're just removing every other thought for the moment. Meditation is great for this. You sit down and you're focusing on your breath, focusing on your awareness, and without any other thoughts. Of course, you're gonna get distracted if you don't meditate often. I mean, even me, I've been meditating for about a year now, and even still here and there, I get distracted, but that's the point. Maybe I'll make a separate video on how meditation works, because once again, I firmly believe it's so important. Mindfulness is an amazing thing. You can meditate, take your thoughts away. It's not temporary, by the way. This can work for an entire day. If you do a solid 10 minutes of meditation in the morning after you wake up, maybe let's say 20 minutes, you shower, go and brush your teeth, get ready and stuff. Meditate, dude, I promise you, you'll just be so focused for like the entire day. You'll be focused, you'll be calm, and your mind won't, like, it's worked for me. I don't know the exact way, like the scientific thing, but it gets my mind off a lot of things. And you're just so focused and you're in the present. You're just in the present, so you're not really worrying about the past, you're not anxious about the future. You're just focused on the present, what is happening right now. Another way to improve your mindfulness is going out in nature. Going out in nature is something that I've seen a lot of people lose. As a kid, think about how happy you were as a kid. You're going out all the time. A better example is, imagine people in the 80s. There weren't no shit like Xbox or maybe PlayStation, but like that's more like 2000s. There weren't no shit like computers. I mean, the computers were just evolving, but there weren't no iPhones. There wasn't no TikTok, Instagram, social media. The internet was barely a thing. What do you think they did? Just go outside. Once again, sunlight, they're getting a shit ton of sunlight. Second of all, they're in nature. I'm not talking about like in the mountains or shit, but like just outside. Outside is still considered nature. Let's go back to the kid part. As kids, we would always like grab dirt, grab leaves and just like play with it in our hands, like smell flowers all the time. Nowadays, like teenagers, I'm a teenager obviously, but like I don't do what I'm describing. They don't do any of these things anymore. They are just stuck on their phone, just looking at fucking whatever they want. Like, oh yeah, fucking, you know, Ariana Grande posted a new album. But they don't do this thing. They're out in nature, but they don't care about it. And that's one thing mindfulness helps you increase, is your attention span. Your attention span is basically how long you can not really stay focused, but like just stay on. Nowadays it's basically just how long you can, actually yeah, let's just say that, how long you can stay focused on. So you can even be focused on, like if you're scrolling, you could be focused on one reel. Or if your attention span was good, you could just focus on one reel and watch through the entire thing. Or if your attention span is completely fried, you'd need like the video to get your attention within like 2 seconds, or you're scrolling. Because the attention span of one person who's scrolling, this is someone who's good, right? They scroll, watch the video first, like however long the reel is, scroll. A person with a fried attention span is doing this. You see the difference? So mindfulness can really help this. Like for an example, when's the last time you climbed a tree? I'm just curious. Go climb a tree, go for a walk, try hiking. Go, like, I mean, in my city, I live in Vancouver, and I got Seymour, grouse, and cypress just in my neighborhood. Neighborhood is more like 45 minutes away, but yeah, it's right there. And I used to go hiking a lot, but now I feel like maybe that's something I should start doing again. But I do getting out in nature a lot. But yeah, hiking, backpacking, camping, things like that are amazing. Or you could just go on a walk. You know, if you have a dog, walk your dog more often, go for runs. I love running because one, you're getting out in nature, and two, you're getting exercise. That's why I hate running on treadmills, because you're just in the same spot. If you're running, you can look at places that you've probably never been to before. It's amazing. But yeah, mindfulness is an amazing thing. I highly recommend that you start meditating, because it increases your mental health, your attention span, and makes you more focused in the present moment. I just want to add on to mindfulness a little bit. One thing that you can do to increase your mindfulness is decrease your screen time. Screen time is filled with a lot of artificial blue light and some other shit that are basically hot wired to make your brain overload and stress a lot. As I said before, I'm pretty sure this is how it works, but lower Lower cortisol means happier mood, lower stress, and increased testosterone. But yeah, it's just natural. Like you don't even have to be doing anything. You could just be scrolling, or like even just scrolling. I mean, it makes sense kind of. If you're scrolling, you're just filling your brain with a bunch of bullshit that's like not even that relevant, to the point where it just overloads and just is stressed for no reason. Have you ever felt where you just have too much shit going on in your brain, or you just need to unplug, or you're just like feeling burnt out or lazy? Because I bet you the reason you're feeling lazy is because you're on your screen too much, because you're just overloading your brain to the point where it doesn't even want to do anything. Overload your brain with that out there. Yeah, out there. That's where I'm pointing. There. With that. There. That tree right there. That's called a tree. Overload your brain with that. That's so much better. Rather than just constantly on your phone scrolling and shit. Because decreasing your screen time is amazing for mental health. Another thing that you could be doing if you're decreasing your screen time, something that you could be doing instead is hanging out with your friends. And that's what brings me to step 3. Surround yourself with people that you love. Another thing that I was doing in Greece is constantly hanging out with my family. I mean, we basically lived with them. At this one place, we were all sharing, in one place in Greece, we were sharing the same house. And it was just nothing but family time. Nothing but family time. I was not in solitude ever. Other than when I was in my room, I shared my room with my parents, so I didn't really have. But the only time I was in solitude was the bathroom or when I'm showering. And I'm not saying this as a bad thing. Surrounding yourself with people that you love is absolutely amazing for your mental health, especially if it's your friends and stuff. With my family, 3 weeks straight with them, and once again, I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. It was amazing. It's so good for your mental health. Solitude can be great, but when you're surrounding yourself with people that you love and are like you don't understand how good that is for your soul. So right now, what you can do is you can message your friends and be like, hey, let's do something. One thing I've been doing recently is I've been biking around my city in nature. We went to a place called, we went to this big park. It's called Stanley Park. It's basically like, you could basically call it a forest. Like it's just a big park that's like the size of it's a peninsula off downtown in our city. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, search up Vancouver Stanley Park and you guys will see it. It's this massive ass park with an aquarium and stuff, and it also has a really nice beach next to it called English Bay. We went biking there one time. You're in the sun, you're with your friends, you're getting exercise as well. What more could you need? That is so good for your mental health. You're surrounding yourself with people that you know and love. You're in nature, you're in the sun, you're getting exercise. It's so good for your soul, you don't even understand. And that's actually number 1. And that's like this list that I'm helping you with, or like these steps are not in particular order. But if I were to rank them, this would probably be competition for first place, in line with the sunlight part. But this is so good for you. Like, this is all I did. All I did was hang out with my friends, laugh, smile, go out in nature, like do all these things, swimming in the ocean and stuff with my friends. My mental health just skyrocketed immediately when I was hanging out with my friends. It doesn't even have to be friends. It could just be family. Go talk to your family more. I'm sure your family brings over their other families, like your cousins and your uncles and aunts. Go talk to them. Get in touch with people that you know and love. And if you don't like these uncles and aunties, don't talk to them. But like, I'm talking about, your friends are your closest resort. And if you don't have any, then, well, I didn't either, but let's move on. Now, the 4th thing is kind of like a bonus, I guess, but I would focus on the 3 ones, but those are the simplest and easiest ones that you can do without really trying too much. Because let's be honest, people who are depressed and stuff aren't just motivated at all, and they don't have much discipline most likely, and doing these things might just be pushing that already. So this fourth one is kind of a bonus, and that is getting exercise. I'd like to say go for walks, you know, burn some calories. You can go for runs, try and get into a sport that helps you do that, or, you know, even weightlifting works. That works amazingly, actually. Weightlifting, dude, don't even get me started on how many depressed people start weightlifting. Builds confidence, builds character, builds discipline, and it's also a nice fun hobby to do. But yeah, exercise, it could be anything. It could just whatever gets you sweating, or even just walking. You don't have to be sweating, you could just be moving. Let's say daily movement. You could literally just be doing push-ups, or you could be stretching. Stretching even works. Going for walks, once again, it's like my third time saying that. Walks are the simplest thing that you could do. If you have a dog, walk it more often. Just any daily exercise. But anyways, that's just a quick video. This is just a quick video of how to increase your mental health. I hope you guys put this stuff into consideration. Maybe I'll make a part 2, because that is only like half of what I know. It's just the simplest and the things that you can just do literally right now as you're watching this video. If you want me to make a part 2, make sure to leave a comment. Hit me up on Instagram, I'll put it in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.